Hello, hello. Hey there. This is Jenny of Blissfully Balanced. And if you're watching this video, that means that we met at the Holistic Expo this past weekend. And you actually sat down and did one of the three, if not all three, biofeedback scans that I offered, whether it was the food, affirmation, or emotional balance. I hope you found your reports very interesting. And I wanted to make this video to clarify some of the information on the reports so you know how to understand them, because I know at the expo you were being bombarded by tons of vendors and a lot of information, and it was just like a lot thrown at you in a short amount of time. So I am going to go over each of the three biofeedback scans to help you, now that you've had some time to process your reports and really understand them. Okay, great. So this is an example of what the food scan looks like. It's a 10-page report that will have the foods broken down into the different categories, right? And so as you could see, in each of these different categories, okay, I'm just going to go to the top here. The higher the numbers all at the top that are positive, those are all the foods the body wants, okay? Anything with a positive number is something the body wants and is most coherent with. And the higher the number, the more your body wants those particular foods. When you start to see the negative symbol here, all of these are stressors. These are all foods that the body finds stressful. And these are the foods you'd want to eliminate or reduce from your diet. Okay. And then occasionally, you might not see it in this example, but if you see any zeros in your report, like they're all zeros, then those are just the body's way of saying a little bit of a neutral response, like, yeah, it's positive. You can still eat it, but your body's just not super crazy about it, and that's fine. It's still considered a positive. I'm going to move on to the flower essence scan. This was the one that came with the bottle, the emotional balance scan. Okay. And so we checked your body and asked your body, out of all the flower essences, what were the top five that your body specifically wanted the most to help balance any emotions that were out of balance. Okay. So each of these flowers, they all have different descriptions below. Okay. And when you read this, you'll see, like, sometimes in most of them you're going to see where it says positive and negative. Positive is what is in the bottle. Positive is the balancer that's found from these flower essences, okay? Because these flowers can help regulate emotions. So anything with a positive is what the flower offers, flower essence. And then anything that says negative condition, that's the stuff that it's picking up. We all have our negative emotions. So if it was picking up a lot of anger or sadness or fear, I invite you to analyze the report with really how were you feeling and how are you feeling. And the bottle is meant to help balance some of that stuff that's going on in the body. And then lastly, we have the affirmation scan. So the affirmation is going to look for what are the highest affirmations of about 200 affirmations. What are the ones your body wants to work on the most? Okay. And you see them listed in numerical order. And these are the things your body wants to work on. So yes, you may agree with these statements, right? But there is some kind of like a stress associated there. So I'll give an example. If you're stressing about money, you may have a lot of affirmations about how to not be so stressed with money. You might have something like, "I deserve all the money I receive." If you find that you're stressing about money, or, "I am confident and calm when I have money." But if you're stressing about, let's say, a relationship, right? What relationship? It might be your parents, a relationship with your parents, and it says, "I forgive my parents for their imperfections," or, "I am free to express my truth in a relationship. I'm able to be sensitive and vulnerable in a relationship," because these are things that you're not doing, so that your body wants you to work on these things. And I hope that you found this video to be a little bit more helpful in clarifying and understanding the information from your reports. If you thought what we did in a few minutes at the booth is really cool, imagine what a whole session would look like. But maybe you have questions, you're not really sure what is it that I really do in office. So I invite you to schedule a free phone consultation to answer any and all of your questions, and even your report. If you still have questions about your report, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help explain anything that you might need help with there as well. And so I hope you had a great time at the Expo. It was really great to meet you, and I wish you all the best on your wellness journey.